Okay, I think we're good. I had to change a lot of stuff before stream. I've been working since 6 p.m. It's now 9, so 3 hours trying to get everything working, and I think I'm just about there. Alright. First things first. If you're on YouTube, I think I'm streaming, or no, I had to lower it. On Twitch, you can't stream above 6,000 kilobits per second without it causing issues. So, I had to lower it, because I just upgraded my OBS. Because, which I don't know how that put my cap for bitrate high, but I don't know. The big thing that changed, this is just a test, but you should be able to see, alerts are working again. This was a huge pain in the ass. I had to completely reinstall everything to get it working. It was a mess. It took me 3 hours, you know. But now, if you follow on Twitch, or sub on Twitch, or donate on Twitch, that'll obviously pop up. And then YouTube, what does YouTube actually show you? Let's see. Sometimes if you're a subscriber, if you're a public sub, that'll show up. Members and super chats don't matter because I don't have access to that stuff on YouTube. Anyway. Excuse me. Big thanks to last night's stream, Glotnesh, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, followed yesterday. I completely missed it because alerts haven't been working for months. Now, I'd love to place blame on OBS, so I will. Get it together. Why do things screw up so easily? Alright, we're doing a fun code game. I have, been haunted by this program not working, and I want to fix it. I mean, it's working pretty well. I don't know what's going wrong, though. So it can't find a path, right? And it's stuck here at 0.8. Oh, this is where I left off last night, because I was too tired. I was a bicycle. And I needed to go get some sleep. Because it was like 2 in the morning. Complete, true. Explored, south-northeast, directions north-southeast, that's fine. Its address is, oh no, that's a different. Hang on, what is my cat doing? Hey! I swear that I get on mic to talk, and he goes, "This is my time to be annoying." And boy, is he good at it. Where's the next node? Here? 6-0. Complete false. So why is it having trouble tracking? Where was it at last? That's the last node was way the hell over here. 8-5 is obviously complete, right? And so from 8-5, its path should be south. South. Am I mistaken? South here, we go back up to... Oh no, this is the last node, which should also be south-south. I need it to stop every time it gets to a node. That's what I need. Where is that breakpoint gonna be? And then we just need to track it all the way through a run. Cool, if is node. Okay. So we're at the first node. Moves north to here, so that's a node. And then it moves north again to here. Okay. Something interesting that I just noticed. This node's complete, and this node is complete. Will that cause problems? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. This is kind of the problem I had envisioned when I woke up this morning and I thought about this again. I mentioned offhandedly, I think this might be recursive, or this might need to be recursive, and it's not. And I think that's what this is. So, the trouble here is that we can get stuck in situations where the two nodes above you are all complete. So we need this to go back through the nodes, backwards to the nodes until it finds a non-complete node. Right, which means it just needs to run a search reverse. Oh my gosh, it's really cold out. If you didn't hear, in the United States, it is extremely winter. Or in mainland US, very winter, extremely winter. And it is -5 Fahrenheit. Here in the Midwest, or about that. You know, it's gonna change a little bit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. What's that in Celsius? Because I know a lot of folks who watch are not in the US. It's -20 Celsius, if you were concerned. Exciting stuff. Oh, hey, Snack. What's up, buddy? Dude. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Want to talk on mic? No. Okay. This is, what are you doing? Stop it. Please. Please stop that. Go somewhere else. I don't know why he does this. This happened today. I was in a meeting with someone, and as soon as I started the meeting, he ran out of my room, sat behind me, and went, ah! It was so annoying. He's got a sense of how to get on my nerves. I know it. Okay. So what do I need to do now? Is this just a recursive search back up the tree? I think so. Let me just put my thoughts on paper and we'll see how this happens. No. We need, let's pull out of the hopeful playlist. So we need a recursive so what do we need here? We need the previous not the address, but the previous node. Then we need the path up until this point. Let's just call it P for path. And I think that's it. Okay. Oh, let me open Paint. Maybe that'll help me. Paint. If I draw in Paint, can you see it? Yes, there we go. I'm glad I have this set up. I can just pull Paint out and it appears on screen. This is like really fun. Okay, that'll come in handy in a little bit, I'm sure. Shortly. Is it just me or is there a pixel on the screen? Does that move when I move the screen? There's like a weird pixel on the screen. Is that from... It's not from Paint, is it? No, it's just on screen. It's like right here. Is that OBS doing that? Hang on. No, that's real and on the screen. There's just a dead pixel. Why? What the fuck? You know what? I don't care. I care a lot. This is upsetting. I'd love to say I did that on purpose, just to live up to my name, but I didn't. Okay, the last thing it's going to do is return P. What is my cat doing? Hang on. Oh my gosh. I've collected Snack. He's in air jail. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong? No, he's looking away from you wistfully. All sad that he got caught. I think he's falling asleep. Which is probably not good for the air jail. I think it means it's not working. What are you doing? I need to work. Can you chill out? Can you chill out? I need to work. No? Okay, I gotta work now. What a goober that cat is. Okay, what was I doing? P, that's right. I'm thinking back to my recursive. There's cat hair everywhere. Thinking back to my recursive design. This won't surprise anyone, but I use recursive design very, very, very rarely. It happens, just not a lot. I think we need to do this, right? We search the previous node's unexplored directions. So for Durin nodes directions, so we look through its directions. We check if we've explored that direction. And if we've not explored it, we were... If not explored, we want to p.append this direction. And then we want to return p back up the chain. Otherwise, if we don't hit this, we want to return rec backwards path. Okay, let's do this. We get our explored DIRs, right? So if is explored is true, we will hang on, but this is branches. We can't do concurrent stuff, right? Maybe I'll just send it and it won't matter. Okay, so in this case we found a directory we've already explored. So we're going to append to this list, and then for what do we want to do here? No, this means the first one always returns, right? This is a little bit troubling. So we want to check this. I guess we could set this to false, right? Because we can do all sorts of crazy stuff with Python. If it's false, we're going to return false. And then we want to have a check up here. Basically, we want one check if the size of this is 1. Node's last, node's directions equals 1. Then we want to return false. Okay. So we want the previous node. We also want the current node, right? And then the backwards path is going to send our current node so we want to append EX here, right? For X in Explorer's current node. So that'll be set to the previous node of the next iteration. The current node of the following iteration will be X 1, right? Because that's the direction we want to go in. And then P will be P. Oh, we also need to update P in this case. New path equals P. New path dot append x0, which is the direction that we want to go in. And then we check the next node. And then if the return is false, we return false. Otherwise, we return this. Right? Just ret. Oh my gosh, my cat is over there screaming again. For the record, he doesn't actually want anything of importance. He probably just want, well, I know this because I just went over there to check. He wants to be pet more. Okay. So let's review this, because this is not done yet. We loop through, so we get the previous node and the current node in P. Our list of explored, so these are explored directions that we've already explored. Let me note that down. New path equals P is explanatory. We're just updating the path. So this indicates a leaf node, right? Where we only have one direction that we could go. That means we've hit a wall, we can't go any further, call it done. Branch explored. Right? Now, we're going to loop through the directions. We check if we've explored. Possible move directions. Have we explored a direction? Have we explored this direction is a better way to phrase that. This direction. Yes. Actually, if I'm asking a question, I'll do this. Have we explored this direction? Yes. No. I'll even add a little space. Cool. So then we p dot append. Nope, we want to do new path dot append dir. And then we will return the new path. Found unexplored node. Go here, right? Okay, so this path has no unexplored nodes, no unexplored paths found, no unexplored directions found. Move down the no, if ret equals false, we just want to continue, right? And scan the rest of them. So if it's false, we continue, otherwise we keep going. Okay, so this is probably the correct path. So this is a little bit weird because this is modal, right? Either we find the path that we have that's not explored, right? And we're gonna return this new path back down the chain. Or we hit a leaf node and we don't return anything. Right, it's just going to pass false back, and then the calling function's going to check and go, okay, this is not good. Or, when we called this to check down a path that we know we've already explored before, but we don't know what's down there, it could have returned the path, and that's probably what we're getting here. Right? I think that makes sense. Okay, now let me update some of this. So we want to search our current node, right? Our current node. Node. Yeah, these are all going to check the current node. And then we also want to check in here that we're not going back down. So if the path that we're going to go look down is not the previous node, because we don't want to go backwards ever. Bad. Backwards is bad. Otherwise, we'll be rescanning a bunch of stuff we don't need to. If x1 equals previous node, not equals previous node, we run this. Else, hang on. Equals previous node. Continue. Otherwise, we run this. Cool. Continue just goes to the next spot in the loop if you weren't in the loop on that. Very funny, Soup Man. Very funny. Now, instead of doing this whole thing, where we add a bunch of stuff and we try to figure this all out, I think this is going to give us the list in order, right? We don't care about this target node nonsense anymore. Previous node path is known, that's fine. So we're to call this. This will be last node, current node. And then P will be empty list. Then here path equals P. We might need to reverse this, because the last thing well, actually I don't know. I think we do. How did I yeah, here. This is how I iterate over an array in reverse. P I path.append bi. Oop, there we go. And then I can also nuke this, I don't need it. I don't think this is going to work first try. But I'm nothing if not fucking hyped up. Oh, it errored immediately. Is this still gonna stop me when I try to go through nodes? Nah, just error. Argument of Lang was false? P is false. Huh? I only know one way P could be false. Stop. We have found a weird case. Which is the standard case on accident. Do you remember we returned false? Where is that at? If the directions are only one, that returns the first time it checks. So this should be if and P, or if the length of P does not equal 1, right? Otherwise, we're just on the first node, and we need to go backwards. Argument P was false. How is that even possible anymore? Okay. You know what I want? Pause there next time that happens. Cool. What is in P? Nothing. What is the length of P? It can't possibly be 1. Wait. You can't spell genius without ass. Fuck. Now it's returning none? But how? How did it return none, Papa? I have no clue. Oh, that's not the right file. If I got all the way out here and it didn't find anything, that's probably bad. If that happened, then we're going to return false. And then we're going to check this, right? B is equal to false. Or just if not P, right? We're to go into traffic cone hat situation. Pathfinding failed. Cool. Is it pathfinding failed? Son of a bitch. Why? Why? Okay. It's trying to return false here. Its explored doors were north in 3. Its current node is 4. What is this? 4 and 6 is right here. Four and 6 is not complete. So it should have gone back and explored those, and it did not. Oh wait. No, this always fails for the first node. Because it just needs to go backwards to start. Which means to start previous node, don't even set it. We didn't look at a previous node at all. Let's hope that doesn't cause me grief. Okay, we're all traffic coned. New error though. Unexpected movement failure. The path here is east. Here and then south. That seems like a valid path. What was your movement? Quick print. Cool. Okay, it's going to move west. Oh, because it pops off the back. So it should have gone north. Okay, so this doesn't need to be reversed. I was correct in the first place. Cool. Cool. Something smells off. Damn it. So now it tried to move south when it should have moved east. What? Did I not just fix that? I did just fix that, right? Why are you not? What? Stop that. Okay, real quick. Hang on. Print B. And then print P reversed, which is path. No. How did this mess up so bad? Okay. I1, I0. Uh-huh. Wait. Wait. Dumb. Me stupid. Me so stupid. Well, anyway, I figured it out, so that's good. I was reassigning path to the array that was not unarrayed or reversed. Cool. Is it working? Fuck, that looks so good. Unexpected movement failure. But yeah, if you move south here, that's probably not good. The path here was east, west. Wait, how would it have moved south here? Is it like a leaf node? So this needs to dump the nodes out. That time it looked like I got caught in a loop here and then it died. Which it gives me a clue as to what's happening. What I want to happen here now is I'm going to cut the moving stuff out. Exploring node, current node. Let's just see some of that. Now it's definitely caught in a loop. That should not be possible. quick print, pathfinding, starting node. Also printing the directions and things. I'm gonna turn that off for now. That's actually probably fine. This does not look like a correct path. That looks like a bunch of nonsense. Oh wait, hang on. I need to add some better pathfinding starter node is fine here. Okay, let's go again. So now I can see what it tried to explore. So it started on node 13, which is at 7.2. Which is here. It went to 7.3. It went to 7.4. It's here. It went to 7.9. Let's do from. Oh, I just took a screenshot. There we go. That should give me a little bit more info. Okay, so now it started on node 8, which is at 6.1. Here. No. 6.1 here. It explored node 4 from 8, which is probably this one, right? 6.5. Yep. It explored node 6, which is 6.8 right here, from 4. And it didn't find anything. So then it went back here. and it explored node 6 from 5. Wait. This isn't right. Oh no, this is right. So this is 4. And then it explored this one. And then it explored 3, 9. Oh, it explored 6, 8, which is... Wait, I'm confused. So 4 is 6, 5, and then explored 4, 9, which is here. That's 4, 6. Where's 4, 9 at? Here? From 4. Okay, that makes sense. So this is node 5. And explored 6, 8, which is here. From 5. And it explored 7, which should be 3, 9 from 5. Okay. So it didn't find anything there. And then it explored 3, which is 4, 6 from 4. That should make sense. 4, 6 should be in here and it should not be complete, right? False. Okay, so then it tried to path back to that with this whole shenanigan that makes no sense to me. So it goes north to here, and it should just go west, but then it goes north again. And somehow in this it tried to move south or something? I'll tell you what, I need to add the movement code back. Not always when we move, just when we move from an is node position. That's all I care about here. I think my issue is something to do with this P list. I think it's getting passed down when it shouldn't. Because, I mean, look at how many entries we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? But the actual depth is only 1, 2. But it only needs to make 2 moves to get to where it wants to go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it just got too many entries. How is that possible? I'm gonna have it print its path. Here, this is a long print statement, but there's no good debugging tool for this game. Unless I wrote it myself, which I'm not going to. Okay. So we start on node 8, which is 0, 0. Huh? What? That's not right. 0, 0 is node 8 for some reason. But we started on 0, 0. That should be node 1. Or node 0. That's a different issue. I guess let's address that quickly. Even though it shouldn't make a real difference for a pathfinding. Okay. So we get our address, and then we get our node index for our address. We check if it's none, which would indicate that it's not in the graph. And then we add it. Is this add node still correct? Does that still comport with reality? Yes. Then we add the node. And then we get our new node index is get node again, right? I equals 0 for node and nodes. Otherwise return none. An add node makes sense, right? If get node address does not equal none. So if we're adding an address we've already got, we don't want to do that. Append. Explore is an empty set. This should be 100% fine. First node I got was 0, 2, which is 2 nodes away from where it started. What the heck? That's even in the logs. It just moved up twice for no reason. Was the path not cleared out or something? Did it want to move that way randomly? I have no clue. I guess let me just double check that. Make sure at the start of this. Graph. Dot path needs to be empty. Okay. I see. I see. We have an issue here. Let's take a look. So at some point we're appending twice, which should not be correct. I feel like we want to move this right before that append. Right before this return. That's my instinct on the issue. See if I'm right. It does not look like I was right. It was east south. Okay, what was its starting node? 0, 3? Which is legitimate, that's fine. Because this is not a node. This is, but it didn't know how deep this path was, so it just picked one. I think it starts picking north by default. Oh, you know what could also be an issue? Do we restart the path when we find the treasure? We definitely want to do that, right? Reset this. Reset graph.nodes. Or I guess we reset them when we restart the loop, huh? That makes more sense. That could be part of my issue. But only part. My path is south into east now. It would make sense if that was reversed. At the moment, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we look through the unexplored directions, but through the already explored directions. If we're looking at a previous node, ignore it. If otherwise, recur this for a previous path. If we get false, which happens when there's nothing left to explore, or we're not getting false here, because that would cause an error. Obviously, our path is being updated, but why can't they see that the path is being updated? How are we getting to a spot? Starting node is 5.9 on this one. Okay, so our starting node is 5.9. And then our node is 4, but it's adding paths that I can't see for some reason. Which means at some point in here, it's adding 2 paths. Which is not correct. Hmm. It doesn't even tell me where it's looking for new paths. What is the previous node? Here? 3.9. Is not completely searched, so it would make sense to go back to this one, which should just be a move south. But it's also got east on there, which means it looked at this one and then it tried to explore east. But that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? If we find an unexplored direction, we want to go to that node. We don't want to go down the path that's not explored yet. So it should be this. We know that right now we're on a node that has an unexplored path, so go to that node and check. Maybe that's my issue. The index 2 is outside the bounds. Last node index was 2? We've only got one node, so that it seems obvious. Last node index 2. How's it even possible? Where'd it go? It was here? And I went here? And that's really its only option, was just to go straight up. This just seems like stuff that I need to be vigilant to reset. Facing equals none. Last node facing equals none. Last node index equals none. This is why I want this to be an object. Because that stuff is very easy when you're creating an instance. But there's no objects in this language. It's very frustrating. Oh, why? Unexpected movement failure. Pathfinding starting at node 12, which is 3-4. And then it wanted to go back to here because that was the last path I hadn't explored. So it should have gone here, which is south. And then north. That makes 100% of sense. Why are they backwards? Can I see when the path is... You know what? I'm going to try this. I know this did not work at all last time. But maybe something's different now. Maybe something's different now. That's right, me. That's right. I need to trust myself more. P equals... Path equals... P. Surely that's fine. Surely. That seemed fine. No one get your hopes up, but I think I did it. No one get your hopes up, but I think I fucking did it. Put on the hype song. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for, I guess, like a day. This honestly isn't that exciting. But it stopped erroring, which is great. It's kind of slow. This is mesmerizing. I'm very excited that this is working. Yes. This has been a pretty successful day, in all honesty. It's Friday. I haven't perished because of the snow. That's a pretty big win. I solved a maze, a beginner programming maze. I solved it. It only took me, what, 7 hours? Granted, I didn't look up the solution. I just had to use my raw intellect and the programming knowledge I gained in college 5 years ago. When we had our algorithm class and we learned about graphs. No, please don't error or loop. And this is really mesmerizing. Okay, now. Here's where things get fucking crazy. My favorite computing space, concurrent computing. We now have a mega farm. We give access to multiple drones. As before, you start with just one drone. Additional drones must first be spawned and will disappear after the program terminates. Each drone runs its own separate program. New drones can be spawned using spawn drone function. Cool. Def drone function, move to a foot, right. Spawn drone function. Yes. Drones do not collide. Okay. My code should just fully function here. I only have access to 2 drones to start. But that's fine. Because I think I can just increase the size of this maze. How big of a maze can I do? I know it crashes at a certain point. Let's go like 15 by 15. And we'll see if it can solve that in a timely enough manner. Because of the way that area and complexity scale on my algorithm, this is where the depth first search comes in handy, but it also hinders you. In the worst case, the depth first search here will completely break things. Hopefully it doesn't crash the program or cause like an out of... There's an error you can get in Python about recursion that's like it's recurred too much and it freaks out and dies. Which is why typically if you're in Python, recursion is not your friend. You want to use loops and things. Okay, that's fine. Be a call Stack Overflow. Maybe it's just me being in modern computing. I've never hit a Stack Overflow because I've done too many operations. Like, modern computers can store so much data. It's just Python's really, really inefficient. Okay. I'm going to stop this. So now I've got this drone init, which I can just tell to do something. So I've got 15 by 15 of this. Let me get more drones. Drones are cool. Oh, it cost 8K. How's it going? How's it going? And then it was spawn drones, right? It'll show me here. Spawn drone. And we want it to do something. I will tell it to do this. What else do I want to do? I can have it harvest wood. Where's that gonna start? Let's go like here. Okay, so 15, 0. (15, 0), and I want it to be... How much space do I have? Is this a 50 by 50? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's go with 16, just so I don't break anything. And what crop do I want? I could harvest sunflowers just to flex. Sunflowers are cool. Okay, this should work. Wait, stop. Why did that not go to the next one? Spawns a new drone in the same position the drone that ran the spawn drone function command. I see. I don't see. If you eat wood, you are part of nature, not because you've eaten wood, but because you were born on Earth, which makes you a part of nature inherently. Because the natural definition is just things that occur in nature, which people do. Think about the code says you're doing temp. Followed by spawn drone. I mean, I was imagining that when you spawn a drone, this process gets handled, and then you move on and you spawn this one. I was not imagining that these would not be working at the same time, because that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, there are examples. I see. I see what you're saying. Good eye. Okay. Def T for treasure. I wish that we had better. I wish that there was more of Python in this game, so that you could actually use all the features that Python gives you. But you cannot. Sure, S, that's fine. Cool. Now, I wonder if if this starts here Well, I guess we'll just see what happens. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I'll probably need to flip these. This one happens at 15-0, this one happens at 0-0. And then I will just make sure I always spawn the treasure one last to avoid conflict, just in case. Is it just me, or is there only one drone? Also, this size sunflower might actually cause me trouble. Wait, hang on. Let's make this like a 10 by 10. It's a bit more efficient. Wait, hang on. Does the S drone need to spawn the next drone first? Okay, let me try this. This looks like it could be the issue. No. That just didn't happen. What? Why? It's failing? I thought it'd get an error. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. What is this game? This game is called The Farmer Was Replaced. It is on Steam. I don't know how much it costs. I think it was like 10 bucks or something. It was pretty inexpensive. Let me check. Store page. I think I bought it on sale. Yeah, it's $10, 10 USD. So if you're outside the US, I don't know, but if you're in the US, it's 10 USD. It is a fun programming game. It teaches you the kind of absolute basics of Python. This was intense. I started this a while ago when the maze was working, and now it's breaking. Okay, I will move this back out, and we'll see. Nope, still not getting anything. And I can see that this is the only thing running. Here. Nope. Didn't stop. I could stop it here, and it would definitely stop, right? Yeah. Okay, so the first drone It's weird that I can't see the first drone is my issue. This is very strange. Not what I would have expected, but that is okay. So it should do this then. There we go. I feel like my positioning is wrong. That's not 15. Hey, stop that. This is not 15. Play spawn drone T with just T. Yep. It should be going to 15 unless I'm dumb. Go to 15-0. What? Wait. It doesn't spawn the maze at 0-0. You don't start in the bottom left of the maze. Yay. Why make this like weirdly complicated? Okay. I don't agree with all the ways this game is designed. Some of it is very strange. That's quite loud. Is that loud for everyone else? That seems fine. It's at like minus 30. I will just account for that in my head. Because I don't want to write a weird edge case just for the maze being off. So it's at 8, it should be at 15, so I need to multiply by, or not multiply, I need to add. This is killing me. Because now it doesn't know where the corner is. Which was kind of the point. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I can send it. I don't have 7 more spaces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck it. $22. That should be fine now. Oh, ow. Okay, so now they're both working. Which I guess is a win. Well, what now? We want better drones, we want better mazes, right? Do we farm more cactuses? I don't have an algorithm for cactus because I honestly don't care about cactuses. Cactuses are annoying. Where is my cactus function? I don't have one. I could try and solve cactuses really quick. See what they're about. Cacti have been grown in soil or harvested usual. Cool. Various sizes. Have strange sense of order. If you harvest a fully grown cactus and all neighboring cacti are in sorted order, it will also harvest all neighboring cacti recursively. Larger or equal in size, and all neighboring cacti to the southwest are fully grown. You can swap a cactus with its neighbor. This isn't how cactuses work. Do you get more cactus if you do? Okay. That's good to know, I guess. See if cactus equal to the number of harvested cacti squared. So you want the northeast to be the biggest cacti, and the southwest to be the smallest cacti. I see. Cool. I guess, is that worth it? I don't know. It is worth it. But I'm really lazy. I'm super lazy. I need 1 billion of them? Okay. Well. Maybe I should take things a little bit more seriously. Do I have any cacti? No. Can I get more farms? More, drones? Okay, fine. We can do cactuses. That's fine. Put this away. Don't need it. I will build it in its own file just so I'm not stopping us from coding anything else. Cactus. Should be lowercase c. Cool. And now, we decide on how cactus works. So I feel like the first thing it should do is plant the full field of cactus. Right? Drone is running the while loop for this, correct? No. Task is, and the task is this. We run F. Oh, it's using a different function called scan grid. That's right. What is scan grid doing? Is that just looping forever? I'm going to make a change to this really quick. I'll make a change to this later. So we don't want this to loop. I just want the loop to be outside of it. I just want something that plants cactus. And the task is to plant cactus, correct? Do I want to use the typical scan grid function? I don't think so. Probably not. Okay, right, it's harvest.replenish. Is the standard task harvest.replenish entities dot cactus. Too much indentation. Oh, great. I sure wish there was a shortcut that would detab all these that was not blocked by Steam. Okay, I can tuck the maze away now. No? There we go. How does the simulation stuff work? File name, sim unlock, sim items. Oh. No, I don't really need that. Okay. I'm gonna pause this stuff really quick while we cactus. Where's it get a cactus at? Like up here? So 0, 10. And sure, a 5x5 to start's probably a little bit more manageable. Nope. Crops. We will add our cactus here. Cactus, change hat. Do we have a cactus hat? I have a gold hat. Sure. Cactus, cactus. Cool. Let's try this. We had an error. Takes 4 arguments to color with these. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I think maybe this thing is lying about what I done. I'm not mistaken. Called it with these arguments cactus. No, I didn't. Here, I will call cactus loop instead, and we'll see if that fixes it. It's probably freaking out about the names. Loop has never been defined. You know what? I'm just gonna change this to be a capital C. I think it's still caught up on the names, because I'm reusing things I probably shouldn't be. Wait. Stop. Can I not change the name of a module? What? Okay. I don't know why you'd let me type up here. Guess not. Guess not. Once it runs, you can't change the name at all. Am I eating paint? What is happening? I'm so confused. What's going on? You know, help me? Brain age music. I suppose not. Why no? Why no edit? Why can't I edit? File name farmer was away. Is away. Was replaced. The internet does not have a solution for my problem. I'm gonna save. I have not saved, and I solved a big problem. No, why? 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 B cactus. Cactus. No! What is going on with this program? Something seems off. Something seems like really off. Now it's correct. Okay, now it's just erring in a spot I expect. Import harvest, import general. A module. Oh, it was just not rendering correctly out there. Name does not exist. Is it harvest? I'm dumb. Okay. Jeez, it really wanted my attention down here in maze. Index 0 is out of bounds. Why is the maze having trouble here now? Why? Oh no. Is it checking if it's at like its origin position or something? Is complete current node index. So there's no nodes. Why no nodes? Wait, it's trying to plant cactus on grass? It doesn't replenish check that? Yes, it does. Oh, cactus isn't in here. Soil. But we need soil for this. Entities dot cactus. There we go. How could this have run? Is complete could have run. This seems like an impossible task, does it not? That we'd have this is complete function here. Right? And that checks the graph where it says it's 0. But then right here we get nodes that are none. And then we add a new node. Is that happening routinely? Yeah, it's happening every time now. Is that because they're not starting at 0, 0? Oh, I mean, part of my issue is that this needs to start at 22, but that's beyond the point. Nope, it's just happening now. That's strange. Did I change something in this file? Nothing else is calling import on graph, right? Graph. Specifically importing the graph. Only one spot. What imports maze? Just this one spot. And what imports crops? Just this one. So the only time that the nodes array can be reset is one time. Here. Node is complete. Okay. Our node index is none. We add the node. And now our what does the nodes graph look like? Okay, so the node has stuff in it now. That's great. Alright, because it's is complete is running it. Okay, let's retry this. Well, I mean, now we know, right? Something is definitely resetting that. Cool. So our node index is 0. That makes perfect sense. Seven is complete. Can I not see the nodes from here? Why is that happening? That's frustrating. I don't even know where this would reset. Or why this didn't have trouble until right now. It was solving puzzles for like 5 minutes, and now it's broken. On something that doesn't seem like it should be possible. Nodes equals is set in 2 spots, here and here. That's the only time it ever gets set to nothing. So yeah, this should not be possible. I don't know how this is happening. I'm so confused. Okay, well, if I know the 2 spots where it could be reset, I should just set a break for those, and we'll see if it happens more than it should. It did not. It did not at all. Okay. Where's that now? It's down here. Oh, now it's here. Now we're at node index none. Or node index, what? Oh, the last node index. That makes sense. Otherwise, we check if is complete. Wait, hang on, it's set right here. So right in this moment, this is a viable... There is something in the nodes. Not that I can look at it here for whatever reason, but... Graph node's address, node index address, is set. Okay, it's still set. Now we're here. And then it errors. What? I am going to close the game and reopen it and see if that fixes it. I think that there could be an error somewhere in memory, because that doesn't make any sense. It's saying that there's a value in there right before it tries it, and then once it tries it, there's nothing. That seems unreasonable. No. Okay. I mean, I should have it print graph nodes, somewhere out here, right? Or in the scan. Cool, we'll print this here. This will be the second time we print it. and then I will print it here. I click the screenshot button again. Okay, so it's saying that nodes is empty at 1. Here. Which means that add node never ran. Except for it looks like it did. Where's that at? In here? Nodes is definitely full of stuff. Why? Why? What changed? Nothing changed. Am I incorrect? Did something change? And this was just working. And now it just suddenly fails for seemingly no reason. I don't even know where to start with this. This is, this seems out of my control. This is set correctly, but for whatever reason, this is not. And it is when you're inside these two functions. But then as soon as you get past this block, it just erases it from memory? Why would it do that? That hasn't happened before. Okay, I have an idea of how I could address this. And to be frank, this should not need addressing. This should just work, and I don't know why it's not. Okay, we're gonna try this. So, for whatever reason, when it looks back at this variable, through the module, it can't see it. But when it looks through the function, it's all good. I'm not mistaken that that's really not correct, right? My computer was just chugging, that was weird. I want to get to the bottom of this. Okay, I am going to see if the internet knows what could possibly be happening here. Okay. No, the internet seems to be just as confused as I am about this. That's not great. Um... What? Why? What? Okay, this is a good idea. If I can test this. Huh? This is getting interesting. So we've got graph up here. Graph has to be being set somewhere else. Because when we run functions, it's referencing the module graph, but when we're accessing the nodes, it's referencing something else. Maybe it got imported twice somehow? No. So this is not acceptable. We can't have this here now. That's gotta go away. Maybe it's here that's causing the issue. Okay. I'm going to assume that that's it, because it's like re-scoping or something. I don't know why this wasn't happening before, but maybe something weird changed in how this is interpreted, and I just need to deal with it. That's probably it. Graph.reset, there we go. Cool. Now this should be fine. Get nodes doesn't exist. Oh, that's chill. I also need to print this. Just take up space. This is great that this does not work now for no reason. Why? Why is it doing this? This is so bizarre. This is not correct. Why did this move me to the middle of nowhere? What is going on? Okay. Wait, but this is gonna return a different... I don't think this is gonna work. Something is, like, really fucked up. What changed? Nothing changed. Nothing, absolutely nothing changed. It just broke for no reason. It was working like 10 minutes ago. Devs, can we get find and replace? That's like a really standard function in most development environments these days. That would be great. I'm sure that beginner programmers would love to have that. As an advanced programmer, it's pretty essential that you have find and replace to quickly refactor code. I'm going to return it to the state it was in before. And then I guess I'll file a bug report and call it a night. This is very frustrating. Cool. There's still 12 instances of getNode. I'm sure you know where those are. You can see them where it's pointing on screen. Fucking nowhere. No, there's only one. Okay. I am going to assume that the game is a little bit buggy. Because things that seem like they should be functioning correctly are not. Like the search not updating, the find not updating. This node's being different depending on where you access it. Graph is only defined in this one spot, right? We only import it once. And there's never, I don't think, there's not a graph equals outside of, yeah, there's not like a different instance of graph. There's not a different instance of graph.node, right? That doesn't get set anywhere. Nodes only get set in the 2 spots for when we reset it. So I am, yeah, I've got no other solution here. There's not much I can do to fix this. That'd be a bummer if it never gets fixed. I guess I'll check back every now and again to see if we get an update. But yeah, I solved the maze. I was happy with my solution. It worked well. Well enough anyway. And then it just broke for no reason. Very, very unsatisfying end to this, I will say. I'm gonna try and revert. I'm gonna take the cactus out of it. It can't be it, right? That feels like that doesn't make any sense at all. No. No, it wasn't that. There's something wrong. Damn. Well, maybe I'll look back at the VOD and see if there's anything that's on my end that I did to change these, but I mean, I didn't touch these files after I went about business, and this was running in the background for a while. So, yeah, not much to do about that, I suppose. We'll just call it here. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. I am gonna go stew on this for a little